Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. You are looking live. If you've never traded with an AI robot, this is the place for you, because today I gave $2.5 million to my AI robot, Phil, and I told him to trade those 0 DTE SPX any way he wanted, and he did. I gave Phil a $30,000 account. I gave Phil a $100,000 account. And I gave Phil a $2.5 million account. He has traded over 200 times today. I'm going to show you those trades live. He's not done yet. He tells me he's going to be making a lot more. Not only that, today is the 161st day. That's right, 161 days that I've given Phil over $1 million. He has been trading all that time. He's made over 25,000 trades, and I'm going to show you all of that today. My name is Rob Helmick, and you can't spell robot without R-O-B. I believe in math-based trading. I do not trade during the day. I let Phil do all of my trades, and I have for 161 trading days. We're going to show you all the profits that Phil has made, all the types of trades he's done. If you don't have a real system, if you watch our show every day, Monday through Friday, you will learn a real trading system, a system where you can trust, a system where you can trust yourself. You will feel like you're completely in control. So if you don't feel like you're in control right now, this is the place for you. If you had a bad Friday, we only lost $92 per $10,000 trade. We didn't lose hardly anything on Friday. If you feel like you forced trades, this is the place for you. If you feel like you're entering too early or leaving too soon, this is the place for you. If you feel like you're trading emotionally, look, I've done that. Revenge trading, you're mad because of what happened last week. We're going to show you how you don't need to do that. Most importantly, we're going to show you how trading can be fun. My wife and I, Maria, she's a former banker. She and I have traded for decades together, and we'll show you exactly how we do it. All right, let's get into it. Not only that, I'm going to show you my personal account at Tastytrade. I'm going to show you exactly what my trades are that are on my Crazy Ivans and my 0 DT SPX. And I'm also going to show you, the chat room. The chat room is a very safe space. In the chat room at 3:50, this is crazy. At 3:51, I'm going to let you decide if I'm going to sell a $600 put credit spread or a $600 call credit spread. Right down in here, you can take a vote. I can see the voting has already started, and we would love to have it. If you're new to our channel, type in the word new in the chat room. We love to see new people. You're welcome. If you have any questions, just ask me. Who's in the chat room today? I see Monkey C, Monkey Do is in there. I see Aaron Blackjack is in there. I see Kyle's in there. We had a great conversation today on Lost Dog. Tom Sosnoff and Scott Sheridan and Tony Batista are all really good friends of ours, and they're having a great time over there at Lost Dog. I can tell you, I talked to them off air before the show, and all of them are doing great. This is not a problem. They couldn't be happier with their situation, and they are really excited for the future. So are we, and we love working with them constantly. They are truly, truly good friends, and they're great, great people. They actually changed our lives. Tom Sosnoff is probably, and Tony Batista and Scott Sheridan are responsible for a lot of the success that Maria and I, there she is up there, my lovely wife, Maria. And we have, a lot of our success is due to them. We started back in 2020 with them, and Maria, as a former banker, she figured out a way to make about $4 million our first year trading options, based primarily on what Tony and Tom had taught her. So we can't say enough good things about them. Our son Tyler, he also trades with us. He's about 30 years old. He trades. He and Maria trade completely differently than me. They don't use robots hardly at all. They use some, but they manually trade. And we'll talk a little bit about that as well. They'll probably show up in the chat room. I see Malachi is in the chat room. I see Time Decay and Guido, Robert 5866, and I see LVBD Theta is in the chat room as well. If you like ours, give us a thumbs up. If you've never been here before, we sure would love it if you subscribed. By the way, I am a trading addict. My wife Maria puts out a newsletter called The Trading Addict, and that goes out every single day. If you go to Math Makes Money is our website, you can sign up for that newsletter for free. That's a lot of fun, and she has a lot of cool stuff. Not a lot about zero DTE AI robots, but she's got a lot about her trading style. And like I say, she and Tyler are much more successful than I am. I see Eric is in there, and YLT74 and LVV Theta is in the chat room. Welcome to everyone. If you're a trading addict like me, type in the word addict in that chat room. I like to see trading addicts. We love trading addicts. Just remember, trade with your head, not with your heart. Trade with your head, trade with your heart. And as Tom Sosnoff and Tony Batista taught me, trade small, trade often. Let's take a look at where we are today. So in real time, let's see where Phil the robot is. This is in the $2.5 million account. Don't get too excited about the 46,000 number that you see over here, because you take the green and you subtract out the red, and it looks to me like he's down about 12,000 bucks in that particular account today. And it looks like in this account here, he's down around 300,000. This is $300. $300. He's down $300 in the $30,000 account. Now, let's see how he's doing in the $100,000 account. We just started this account. And in the $100,000 account, you can see, again, you take the green and subtract out the red. But you're probably saying, well, Rob, how has he been doing since he started? Look at all those addicts in there. I see that Globetrotter is an addict. Welcome, Globetrotter. Kyle's an addict. Jeff Hart's an addict. Malachi, he says he's a trade addict, a trading addict. I think I'm a trade addict too. If you're an addict or a trade addict, go ahead and type in addict in the chat room. We love to see who you are. Now, here has Phil has done in the last 106, today's day 161, the last 160 days, about 8 months. Phil took $1 million account and made $800,000. That's after fees, after expenses, after commissions, after everything. Phil made 800 grand. Now, how did he do in a $30,000 account? Look at this. He made $27,000 on a $30,000 account. He sold 400,000 in premium and captured about almost 6% of it, making 4,000 trades. Look how he did in that $2.5 million account. Here he captured 9.3% of 8.6 million, and he made 21,000 trades in 8 months. Now, most importantly, I think what's kind of interesting is to take a look at the chart on the $2 million account, and then look at the chart on the $30,000 account. They look extremely similar. In fact, if I go back and forth fast enough, you might not even know which one's which. But you notice that even on the $1 million here and then 30,000, 30,000's got a little more variance in it. But it is pretty much a slow, steady grind up and to the right. Now, we've had some down days. Look at this. We've had some bad runs. There's no doubt about it. We'll go over that in just a second. And, you know, this was a $91,000 loss in one day, and then it kept going down. We didn't give up. We understand we're going to have red days because we trade with money. We trade with math, not with money. Let's take a look at my Tastytrade account. This is my personal account. You can see that I only trade two things. I trade the SPX, zero DTEs, and I trade the Crazy Ivans, which are the NQs. On the Crazy Ivans today, I made about 30 grand. So that covers pretty much all of our losses. You might recall that on Friday, we were down about, we do everything by the Qs in our family. The NQs were down about 1,600 or so on Friday. That happens once a year, maybe once every 16 months. Great opportunity to sell Crazy Ivans, which are naked puts, 45 to 60 DTE at 12 delta, and we're going to close those at 25% profit. We'll go ahead and close some of these probably today, later on after the market closes, but before the futures. The futures are open until 5 p.m. But if you want to put on one of these trades, it's pretty simple. You just go out here, and I like it in Tastytrade. It's real easy. You just go out, say 45 to 60 days, so 50 days or so here. I like to go to 12 delta. And somewhere in here, I don't like to do them on the 100s. I like to do it on the thousands or the 500s or the 750s. So that's 11 delta. I might go here. I don't like to do two on the same day. Actually, I think I did this one earlier today. Let's take a look at it, see how old that one is. That one is, here's a onesie that I put on. I put this on today. I did put that on today. And you can see I'm up about 160 bucks. So let's do this. If we can get another one, that would be great if it comes down to where we are. So let's go ahead and say, well, if we get another one, and they are willing to pay us, what did they pay us? They paid us $228. So let's say we want, this time we want 230. Let's say 232. And we're going to put in a little kicker for Barbie, our dog. And if they give us that much credit, we'll go ahead and take it. So it's a trading show. Let's do a little trading, huh? Now, in the SPX, let's take a look at where we are here. In the SPX, we've been myrtleized today, right? We have been myrtleized today. And so let's just take a look. Look at this. All the puts have been wiped out. On the calls, all we got left is 12 of them here. And then all of these are worth 0 already, which is great. That's what we want. I got 6 and 24 and 6 of them here and 12 here and 6 there and 30 there and 12 there and 18 there and 18 there and 6 there. All those are worth we're about $300 per item. So 6 times 300 is $1,800. And then there's 24 of them here, 6, 12, 6, 30, 12, 18, 18, and 6. 6 and 6. So quite a bit of them, but because we lost on the put side, we need these babies to come home for us, right, in order to get back to even Steven. And that is kind of what the game is all about. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint today. Let's go back to our chat room. I see a lot of trading addicts. Like I said, Robert's in there. Bruce Almighty's a trading addict, and Donald D's a trading addict. Pacertron's in there. I know he's a trading addict. Nice call on Lost Dog today, Rob. I think they really appreciate it. Yeah, I like those guys. There's Porsche guy. That's my son, Tyler. Yeehaw, he says. And the cowboy has arrived. Time Decay says. I know Tyler is a trading addict. He is great. And he has been selling some Pokemon cards, I think, in order to raise some monies to even increase the size of his account. But his account is doing ridiculously good, putting me to shame, as his mother has as well. She is killing me. And they are nice enough to let me. You guys, you married guys out there and you people with kids, you know that when they beat you, it is a mixed blessing, right? It is great that they beat you, but they love to beat up on dad whenever they get the chance. And so that's a lot of fun. DTM Lau is in there. And I see Time Case say it's fun, but DTM Lau has been in there, and good to see you guys. Again, hey, if you're having a W day, if you're having a winning day, give me a W. If you're waiting for the market to pay you in another day, remember, the market only does 2 things. It either pays you today or it pays you to be patient. It's one of 2 things. So either you're going to win today, or WW means you're going to be patient. I am WW today. Well, you know what? I'm actually winning 30 grand on the Crazy Ivans, but I'm losing 10 grand or 11 grand on the others. But if you're a W, if you're winning today, give me a W. If you're waiting till tomorrow, I'll give you a WW. I guess I'm WWW because I'm winning on the Crazy Ivans, but I'm losing on the 0 DTEs. Look at all the winners. Funky Dope Daddy, Kyle, Risk Averse King, Globetrotter, Jeff Hart, Malachi. These guys are all winning. What? How am I chopped liver? How come I'm losing? But I guess I'm only losing on the, like I said, on the 0 DTs. And the day's not over, right? Let's take a quick time check. Let's get a quick time check. Here's where we are in this one. Looks like now we're down $12,000. Weren't we down 10 just a minute ago? And then in this account, looks like, ooh, look at that. We're only down $300 in the $30,000 account. And in the $100,000 account, a little bit worse. So is that $1,400 or not? We'll take a look at that as we get closer to the end of the day. So here's our PowerPoint. Where's our PowerPoint at? Boy, without a PowerPoint, the show just really lacks a lot of oomph. So let's see where that PowerPoint is. Let's get back here. Let's take a look let's watch this in real time, and we'll see if we can't get that PowerPoint up for you. There we go. And there it is. Boom. All right. Super. So today is June 8th, and we have AI built trades is what I do. All mine are robot managed, about 25,009, almost 26,000 trades in 160 trading days. And we've made about $1.3 million in that account. That's not all 0 DTE. Some of it is Crazy Ivan. We'll go over that in just a second. So here's the people ever want to know, well, how'd you do it at the end of 8 months? And we were up about 832,000 after 8 months on 25,000 trades or so. And the $30,000 account was up 27,000. So it'd gone from 30,000 to 27,000 in that 8 month period. Pretty nice, steady increase. Friday was the worst day in a year, and today we had a real nice recovery. We've come up, but you can see how we did last week, and we were down 60 grand, then up 66, then up 4, then down 3, then down 10. And the worst day, worst market day, we were only down $10,000 last Friday. And today the market snapped back and the Qs are back up to 525. Not quite so good right now. I think they're only up about 408. So we've had a little bit of a move since 258. We were going to Phil, our robot, he wins about 57% of the days, so 43% of the days he's going to lose. If he's losing today, that's exactly what we expect. That does not surprise us. We understand the mathematics of losing in a 252-day year. 43% are loses, so you're going to lose just a one-day streak will be 35 times, a two-day streak 15, a 3-day streak 6 to 7 times, a 4-day streak, 5-day streak. Those are all going to happen. And if you can't sit through 3 red days, then this really is not for you. You need to understand the math. You need to trade small enough so that you don't get wiped out. And we see that people, 2 red days, they size up, 3 red days, they change their system, and that's how they get blown apart. We don't do that. We do the same size, same premium, same stops every single day. Phil gives us, there's our Instagram, Phil gives us our trades on Sunday. That's right. So Sunday, Phil gives us, we back test, Phil back tests millions of trades every single weekend. And then what he does, he determines which ones are the best trades, about 200 or so. He gives those to me and I do some manipulations on them. I mean, I'm Robot Rob after all. And then I give it back to Phil and he does some things based on risk tolerance and kicks out the 150 or so best trades. And then we authorize the robot to go ahead and make those trades. And that's on Sunday. We do a show at 5:55 on Sunday. And if you come to that show, we'll show you the best trades that he's putting on for the $30,000 account. And if you subscribe to the newsletter, then, then if you subscribe to the newsletter, then you will be able to get all the trades for the $30,000 account for the whole week. And those trades are available to you at Math Makes Money. That's where you get the newsletter, right? So we make about $5,100 per trading day and 57% days. Max drawdown is 4.3%. Want that to be under 10%, so we're okay with that. I drink apple cider vinegar and iced tea every single day, and I have for 60-some years. I love it. My grandma used to make it for me. Now I make it for myself. God rest her soul. Grandma, thank you. This is for you. And my lawyers always wanted me to say that this is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. You can and will lose all your money. Do not follow us. Do your own due diligence. All right, and back to the show. So the Sharpe ratio is 3.2. Quant funds are trying to get over 3. We're really happy with that. We get a lot of hedge funds talking to us about how we do that and trying to figure out what we're up to. And we are constantly working with them to try and refine what we're doing as well. We got a lot of good friends that are hedge fund managers, and we sure appreciate their help. Our longest losing streak has been 5 days. We're up 7% of the days, and our average, we're going to average our winning days are about double the size of the losers, but we certainly have losing days. However, when you step back and look at the monthlies, you're going to see that, we did about 91,000 in March and 69 in November. In October, we did 69 in November. In December, about 142. In January, we didn't win much, only $4,200, but then we bounced back in February with 105, in March at 57. And then April, most hedge funds were down in April. We made 186, and a majority of hedge funds were down in May, and we also made 152,000. I am always shocked at people that follow soothsayers on the internet that don't show you their own personal accounts and don't show you their actual results. We try and do that on a daily basis. Oh, there's a bunch of trades there. I don't know if you can hear that, but Phil is putting on a bunch of trades right now. Good for Phil. Oh boy, we like that. Phil is really having fun right now, and he's putting on a bunch of trades for us. So hopefully that will help out a little bit, make a nice little piece of cheese coming home here. Remember, time check. Let's do a time check. We're going to do a time check. Look at all these that Phil put on. We're going to do a time check now at 1349. That's 344 right now. So at 349, we're going to close down that poll. Right now, it's looking at put credit spread at 52%. And so we're going to close down that poll. Who else has come in here? I see Bruce Almighty has come here, and Dan Dixon has come in here. I think he's an F1 driver. And we've got Bruce Almighty and Michael Bush has come in. Guido, Time Decay, Mario is in there. What a day in the market, Mario says. Yep, don't know what we're W about, but I'm here. Sorry this morning on Lost Dog was great. I'm glad you liked that, Rep Media. Heard John Lost Dog said, great. Thank you very much, Brad. Yeah, as we were saying, we're very, very good friends with all three, Scott, Tom, and Tony, and couldn't be more pleased that we got an opportunity to speak with them today, and we've been talking to them all weekend. As you know, there are some big events in their lives, and they are all fine. They are all doing great. They're super excited about what opportunities are in front of them, and we look forward to spending a lot of time with them in the upcoming future, and more on that later. Let's get into this. So Crazy Ivans, right? Crazy Ivans, we've done 225. Actually, we need to update that. We did a bunch of them in the last couple of days, but we were 224 and one on all of those. And we made a bunch of money with Crazy Ivans, 63 grand, 24. This is beyond the SPX, another 83 in December and 80 grand in January, 55 in February, 57 in March, 90,000 in April, and in May, 28,000. Again, if people aren't telling you what they're making, winning or losing, I got issues with that. You know, we show you win, lose, or draw. That's what we show you. What's time decay? What is Phil putting on? You want to know? I tell you, this is exactly what he's doing. Let's take a look at it. Here's what he did. He did both puts and calls. You see, he did 2 sets of 12 here and 2 sets of 12 here. You can see here's his stop loss. Here's his stop loss, or the long legs. And that's what Phil put on. And we are cooking with gas right now. We want these numbers to come down to zero. We want this baby to sit right in the middle. That's what we want it to do. It probably won't. But we understand, Phil understands the math. He has figured it out for us, and he is plodding along. And look where we are right now in real time. Take the green number, subtract the red. Looks like we're down about 9 grand. I think we were down 10 or 11 when we started the show, but we're moving in the right direction. Okay, so the Crazy Ivan has made us about 482 grand, and that's actually in 152 days because we haven't traded any or hasn't been updated since recently. But these are all independent of each other. 808 grand in the 0DTs and 482 in the Crazy Ivans, about $1.3 million total. So on the 151 trades that we're about to put on, let's do a quick time check. It is 3:47 and 15 seconds. We've made $6,600. We give that we buy some treats for Barbie. We bought her a nice feather bed that costs like $100, and the rest of it we give to the Humane Society in Daytona Beach Shores. And thank you guys very much. We've done it for 64 days. Our worst day was down 789. Our best day was up 1,200 when Mark Anderson, a hedge fund manager, was here and challenged me to go for more money. Actually, I think we lost on his day. And then here's the $1 million account activity, the P&L. This is not the P&L for the $1 million account. This is the P&L for the 351 trades. All right. So here we're on Instagram. I have never seen it. I heard it's great. And here's our newsletter where you can see that. And we sure appreciate it. This is where we are. Let's quickly take a look at our Tastytrade account. Okay. Oh, there it is right there. There's my alarm there's my alarm. As you can see, boom. It is time to get ready. We're going to close this. We're going to close, pardon me, we're going to close out this. We're going to close out this poll right now. Anybody in? All in? All in. Anybody else want to take, you can move this vote. It's at 5248. Woogie Man just showed up. Woogie Man, this is your chance to vote. You got 10 seconds. If you want to vote on the poll, now's the chance to do it. You want me to sell a 600 put credit spread or a 600 call credit spread? Here's your chance. In 3, 2, 1, boom. We are ending it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I should be signed up for the newsletter. Has it started yet? I have not gotten one. RJL, we send out one every single day. It went out this morning at 9:04 a.m. They go out every single day. Sign up again. Here's the good news. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up. Sign up often. Sign up many times, as much as you want. All right, we are going to be doing a put credit spread. All right, put credit spread. What's going to happen is I'm going to put this on up here. You're going to see it come on, and you're going to see it get filled. Let's get to the chart. We got a few seconds to go. Where is the chart? We got to get this chart on here. Let's get to the 1 minute chart. Boom. There it is. There's a 1 minute chart. Okay, now here's what's going to happen is at 3:51, the market on close data comes out, and that's where the hedge funds tell us what the billions of dollars they're going to put on the last second of the day at 3:59:59. You'll see a working order up here, and then the sign up is mathmakesmoney.com. 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 All right, let me get this up and running so we're ready to go. This is going to be a put credit spread. So that means we want it to stay over the line. I know you guys get excited when I mess that up. Everybody likes that. All right, put credit spread. Here we go. We're going to do a 2 lot of $300 each. Here we go. There's the market on close info. Look at them go. That's what they want to do. They've got to get their super excitement on. We're going to get this all fattened up so we can see where we are. There we go. There's the market on close data. Now, it's time check, time check. Okay, I am Robot Rob. I get to be a complete idiot for the next 9 minutes. This is not who I am. I'm just being a complete child. Understand that that is not me, the hedge fund manager. Here we go. All right. Now, market on close data is moving all over the place. We got 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. We're going to be putting it in. You're going to see a working order come up here. You're going to see that's going to be for around $3, and it'll be a 2 lot, $300 each, so around $600. We're going to get a fill. A fill is going to change that every 7 seconds until he gets a fill. All right, get ready. Here we come. Ready to do a put credit spread, $300 in 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. And there it is. We're asking for $205, asking $178, asking for $205. They're giving us $183. There's a fill at $205, and that's at $7,400. We want it to stay $74. Let's see who can figure out. Is it supposed to stay above or below $7,400? For those of you out there that have never done this before, let's see if anyone in the chat room can tell me. Can you tell me, is it supposed to be over or under this blue line? Do we want it to be over or under this blue line? Over or under this blue line? Who can tell me in the chat room over or under this blue line by the end of the day? That's what we're rooting for. Can anybody tell me where it should be? This is a put credit spread that we did, a put credit spread. So what does that mean? Do you want it over or under $5,400? Somebody above. There's Mario says above. Does anyone want a challenge? Does Mario want a lifeline? Do you think Mario is right or wrong? Break-even line is nice. Over. Look at there. Everybody's saying over. Hell M says over. Mario says over. Matter says over. Time Decay says over. Monkey See Monkey Dude says over. Look at Time Decay. Well, he loves me to put in one of these break-even lines. All right. For you, I will put in a break-even line. You're saying 97.95. I believe you. So we're going to put in 97.95. Boom. That's close enough for government work right there. All right, that's where we want it to be above there. So right now we're to the good. A couple other things you want to see. Our stop loss is right here at $4.20. We're trading right now at 147. If it goes over 420, we'll get stopped out, and that will be the end of the contest. All right, push it up, Rob. Let's go. Let's get this thing up. Maria doesn't like it when I do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Remember, we want this thing to go up. Yes, I'm a professional. Hard to believe. Can you believe I was the CEO of an internet company? We had so much fun. ecollege.com, the largest online education company in the world. We had a blast. You know, one of the things I did that I really am most proud of, I had ecollege.prom. Ecollege.prom. That was a joke, you see, because we were .com. And at ecollege.prom, everyone had to get dressed up. And the programmer said, is it okay to wear flip-flops? I said, yes, as long as you wear the big ruffly shirts, which they did. But what I also did that was a lot of fun is I said, I'm going to send somebody to Paris first class. Some couple will go to Paris first class, and all you have to do is come and be fully packed, because at 8 o'clock, we're going to have everybody put one shoe into a gigantic pen. And we had 400 employees at the time. Everybody had to throw a shoe in, husbands, wives, girlfriends, whatever it was. And they all threw a shoe in like Cinderella. And my secretary, Neoma, she was going to reach in and pull out a shoe. And however shoe it was, they would, at 8 o'clock, we'd pull it out. And at 8 o'clock, they would have to leave the prom, the downtown hotel, and get to the airport for a 10 o'clock flight to Paris. So they had to have their passport ready. They had it all fully packed. And it was going to be 1 week, first class, beautiful, right by the Champs-Elysees, looking at, I had a gorgeous suite for them, looking at the Eiffel Tower, shopping spree, restaurants, the whole thing. It was like, I don't know, 20 grand, something like that. And oh, was that fun. And I forget who won. It was some gal who won, a programmer, and she had a blast. She and her husband went, and they talked about that for years. It was so much fun. And I'll tell you, I got employees lining up to come join our company after that. We also gave out free bagels at 7 a.m. and we gave out free pizza at 7 p.m. And a lot of people worked always from 7 to 7. It was a lot of fun. Foosball and cappuccino machines and all kinds of soda. And Everybody had these gazillion-dollar computers and dogs in the place. It was a lot of fun. And one of probably my biggest mistakes ever was taking that company public because it was so much fun. And there's two sides to Rob, right? There's Fun Rob and there's Business Rob. This is Fun Rob. Let's get this dirty dog up and stay over the blue line there. We want to be above 7,400. That's right. One of my grandpas was a statistician. The other one was an auctioneer. Can you guess which one I get to be during the next 9 minutes? 7403, 39, and 43, 443, 426. Got to stay above 04. Got to stay above 00. 493, we're going the right way at 705, 706, 0687, 50587, 567, 547, 528. We're having fun now, staying above the blue line. Time check. We got 4.5 minutes to go. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. This game is not over yet. Raise the roof. That's right. It's a credit of 205. It is a credit of 205. Arnold, I picked the weights up when I put them down, push. Trip to France for you, YouTube viewers. No wonder you had such a great company. It was a lot of fun. You ask anybody about ecollege.com. Sold it took it public and then took it private to Pearson Publishing for about $500 million. And, I regret that, to tell you the truth. It was just so much fun. So much absolute fun. A lot of smart people. Hiring smart people is I'll give you this piece of advice. If you're ever hiring people, just hire the smartest person you can find. That's it. Way smarter than you. Way smarter than you. And then ask them what they think and really listen to them. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. I know I just chatterbox on like a clown here. I get it. But this is a little bit of entertainment, razzle dazzle. But I'm telling you, you will learn so much from people if you just listen to them. It is truly, truly amazing. It was a lot of fun. And, we educated, millions and maybe billions of people. So we changed the world and we're very proud of that. So I feel the same way about AI robot trading, to tell you the truth. I have never been so energized. I told Maria the other day, I said, I feel about AI robot trading the same way I did about online education. When I was just an attorney and I saw online education, I said, I'm going to quit being an attorney and I'm going to start a company and I'm going to do this. And there were about 900 websites at the time. And that was in 1985, something like that. And 4 years later, it took it public. So, all right. And retired at 42. How about that? 42 is still my lucky number, 42. My son and Tyler used to ask me questions, and I always said the answer was 42. To this day, he is amazed I get all the MLB baseball players to wear 42 one day a year on Jackie Robinson's birthday. So, all right. And, of course, that was Mulder's apartment in The X-Files, as you all know. Let's take a quick look around the horn and see where we are. All right. In real time, let's see where we are. We were down 10 or so. Holy moly guacamole. Am I reading this right? Are we coming back? Oh my gosh, the hair on my arm just stood up. I feel a little tingle in all my naughty bits. This is great. Look at this. This is in the green. Are you kidding me? Holy go. Oh my gosh. And even the 100 wide account is getting close. Wow. This is a fun day. We're having a lot of fun. I'm the happiest guy that's only down 2 or 3 grand. And I think in the old, what is it called? We're up about 29 grand here in the Crazy Ivan, so that's not hay either, brother. We're getting some cheese here. We didn't lose hardly anything. Biggest down day in 13 months. We lost 9 grand on $2.5 million bets. I mean, come on. That is chump change, right? Absolute chump change. That's a rounding error. You can't believe that. All right, so half of that 500 mil is in Maria's closet. Maria does have a lot of shoes, but all of Maria's shoes. Hey, if you really want some fun, go to mariashoetrade.com. That's the first website that we ever built, mariashoetrade.com. And that shows you Maria and her shoe closet. She started trading. She was a number 1 house flipper, female house flipper in the United States. And she didn't need to go doing puts and calls, but she just decided she would do that to buy some shoes. And so she invented this shoe trade, and the people at Tasty, Tony and Tom, just loved it. And they told us to make a website, and then the rest is history. It went on and just blew up, went viral, I guess the kids call it. And she just had a lot of fun with that. And it's absurd. It's just for fun. She doesn't do that trade anymore. Don't do that trade anymore. But she did that trade for years, and it was hugely profitable and a lot of fun. And that shows the more fun side of Rob and Maria. I'm not sure she's aware that website still exists. I know I made it without her permission, which was fun. This game is afoot. All right, 420. Yeah, those late day entries came in clutch. That's right. I did an SPX and an ES shoe trade today. What, Kyle? Oh my gosh. Time check. Holy, 8 seconds to go. Are you kidding me? I didn't know that. Let's go. All right, 74.05. We're staying well above at 7,400. We are looking good. We are looking. Ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. Boom, boom, boom. I was yapping so much about ecollege.com. I forgot to tell you. I told you about mariashoetrade.com. I told you about mathmakesmoney.com. And we are winner, chicken dinner. Let's see how we ended up today. Somebody in the chat room figure these out for me. Here we go. On this one is the 50 wide. This is the $30,000 account. Looks to me like we won some nice piece of cheese there, maybe $1,200. How do we do in the, holy moly, guacamole, are you kidding me? Are you, I gotta admit, I cannot believe the turnaround we had. That, Phil, is one smart cookie. First of all, I told you trading is going to be fun. I told you that. It is a blast. Phil did it today, didn't he? This is nuts. How about that, Phil, huh? Yeah, that's silly Rob. Robot Rob. Well, we expected that. And we'll be back again tomorrow trading on the math. But Crazy Rob, wow. I love it. Okay, so let's take out, what about that $100,000 account? Wah, wah. Had a little bit of a disappointment, down 600, but still not too bad. That again is chump change. We're okay with that. And, we're fine with that. So, okay. Now, somebody figure this out in the chat room. Winner, chicken dinner. Who's doing the calculations in the chat room? I'll give them to you one more time. Let's see where we are, and then we'll be out of here. 325 tomorrow, 325 tomorrow. Rumor has it, we have a very special guest coming on the show tomorrow. You are going to go, what? Heck, we have a very special guest, and we're not going to spoil it for you. The Founders Club knows who it is, but we have a very special guest. No Founders Club tomorrow night. We're going to do it tomorrow at 1 o'clock. But we got a very special guest tomorrow at 3:25. Be sure not to miss it. All right, let's figure out where we are. Somebody figure these. So someone in the chat room going to do this for me. Figure out the numbers. Give me the numbers for this one. Give me the numbers for this one. And give me the numbers for this one. Who is it, Mario? It's not a surprise if I tell you. I can't tell you. Hey, bro, who's Bandolin's there? Name start with a T? Bat, Tom Sosanoff. Who knows? Who can say? Who said it's just one person? Shh, it's a special guest. Funky Dope Daddy says, is anyone going to give me these numbers or what? Come on, man, I need a little help. Just because my grandpa was a mathematician and my grandma and all my aunts and uncles were actuaries and worked on the bomb in Los Alamos does not mean I can do math in my head. I don't get paid to do math in my head. If I could do that, I'd be a doctor. So somebody give me the rest of these numbers. Here they are. Somebody figure out where the win, lose, or draw. I got to get out of here and get some rest because I am worn out being silly Rob here today. I cannot believe this came back for the winner. Does anyone have these numbers? No one's got these numbers for me? Come on, man. Somebody's got to have these numbers. What else? Any other questions in the chat room where we're coming out with these numbers? Okay, minus 1,073. Thank you, Fish Wisher. That's over in the $100,000 account. Then we still got to do this one over here and this one over here. 1071, that's in the $30,000 account. All right, thank you very much. And I understand $2,400 is nothing for $2.5 million account. But holy moly, guacamole, I was down $20,000+ earlier today. So that's fantastic. What is the question? Oh, the question was, what you take the green minus the red, right? The green minus the red for the big account, the green minus the red for the $30,000 account, and the green minus the red for the $100,000 account. All right, chat room, thank you guys very much. You guys did a great job. I'll see you again tomorrow, 3:25. I'm telling you, I will deliver tomorrow. You are going to be shocked. You're going to have a great time. Get your popcorn ready. Bring your questions. If you want to know all about the Crazy Ivan, tomorrow is the day to do it. Let's one quick look at the Crazy Ivan and see what we win, $29,000 today. I don't know if you can see that. Boom, that's right up there, the $29,000. And that's great. All right, I am out of here in 3, 2, 1. Boink.